What is up, everybody? Fam without the illy, fat guy with a webcam here, fat guy with a webcam.com here. That's right. And we are back once again doing another rant for your viewing pleasure. So you see the title, and I'm surprised you clicked, but I'm glad you did, or tapped on your phone. Flying, okay? The safest way to travel. No. Okay? Especially not nowadays in 2026, depending on when you're watching this. Um, I have flown tons of times on airplanes. I've been on cruise ships. Obviously, been in cars, trucks, whatever. Everyone says that flying in an airplane is the safest way to travel. Okay? It is until it isn't. You could take 1,000 flights in your life, okay? Every single one goes fine. Sure, you get some turbulence or whatever. It gets a little scary sometimes, okay, but takeoff, landing, flawless. All it takes, guys, is that one time for an explosion, a hijacking, anything. The door blows off, the roof flies off the plane like in that movie from like the 80s, okay? People don't even consider these things, okay? But people say, well, if you just live in fear your whole life, you'll never go anywhere, you'll never do anything or whatever. Listen, man, think about all of those people that have gotten on an airplane and didn't make it. Didn't make it. They went on they were going on vacation. They were going to see loved ones, okay? And they never came back. I'm not telling you don't fly, because clearly flying is the most efficient way to get to a long distance more quickly than a plane, a train, or a car, okay? For me, I don't necessarily have a fear of flying. I have a fear of crashing or the plane exploding, okay? And especially nowadays, with how the air traffic controllers' budgets have been cut, there's less people monitoring the air traffic control and stuff like that. Look at all these issues that have been happening in the news in just the past year or two, all right? I'm not here to try and scare you. I'm just here to open your eyes to all of the possibilities, okay? Like I was saying, if I can choose to fly or drive somewhere, I'd rather take a few days, because if I'm driving, at least I'm in control of the vehicle. This is the other thing people don't consider. When you get on a plane, when you get on a ship, when you get on a train or whatever, you are entrusting the driver or the pilot's you are entrusting them with your life, essentially. You are hoping that their training and their schooling was ample enough that they will know what to do in a crisis situation. Just like the third rule in a crisis situation. What movie am I referencing? The Third Rule. Duck! Anyway, 80s movie, that's your hint. So, with that being said, okay, like I said, I have flown tons of times in my life. I'm in my late 30s right now. I have not been on a plane since 2017, since way before the pandemic. Okay, I went to Florida, and it was okay, but I have never been a fan of flying, because it's like you just never know. You know what it is? Here's my rule, okay, for myself. Obviously, if you want to play with your life, that's up to you. I also don't go on rides either, like at amusement parks and stuff. Not just because they scare the shit out of me, but I mean, you're going to trust a machine that you have no control over. But you might say, well, hey man, what about a car? You don't have control of what happens or other drivers. But I have a higher percentage of being in control because I am literally driving the vehicle. Okay. Um, and here's the other thing, with a plane, you're in the freaking sky. So let's say something happens on the plane, right? And if it doesn't explode and you're able to like jump out of the plane without a parachute and up at 30,000 feet, you can't breathe, you're screwed no matter what. Unless you have like an oxygen mask and like a parachute or some shit. But the point I'm trying to make here is we are too trusting in machines, okay? We've gotten very comfortable with machines. We have, entrusted our lives with machines. And the fact of the matter is, anything could go belly up at any moment, okay? And the fact is, if you can avoid flight or going on a plane to go somewhere, even if it takes you a little bit longer to get there by car or whatever, the right lane is your friend. Stay in the right lane, set the cruise control. Now they got Teslas that are self-driving that are actually pretty good, okay? It's just something for you to think about. That's all. It's not for you to get scared or whatever. It's just to open your eyes a little bit more to the way things potentially could be, and how you put your life on the line potentially, So let me know in the comments section, am I completely crazy? Do you think that what I'm saying is way off kilter here, or do you agree? I want to hear from you. I only have one request. Keep it respectful. That's all. You know what I mean? Because again, this is just coming from my own experiences, basically being on this earth for 40 years. Some takeaways from travel that I have experienced. I have flown I'm in New York. If you haven't guessed, I have flown from New York to California twice. That was like a 6-hour flight. I've flown to Florida, I can't tell you how many times. I've flown to Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, anywhere else. If I think of it, I'll mention it. But yeah, I have been on planes plenty of times, and I've never, ever, ever been on a plane and felt at ease. Like I feel safe. I don't understand how people feel safe on a plane. I just don't. I really don't. When they say it's the safest way to travel, no. What they're really saying is it's the most efficient and fastest way to travel with a monstrous risk. You know what I mean? Like I said, you could go on 1,000 flights or 999 flights. Perfect. It only takes one for it to not be perfect. Okay? That was my rant with this. It's on my list of things that I've wanted to cover on this channel. So again, let me know your thoughts. Just please be respectful. That's all I ask. Let's see if we can get 1 like on this video. And if you're new here, 1 subscriber. Hit that subscribe button. Tap the notification bell. Let me know if you're a new subscriber so I can say what's up to you. And that's it, guys. So fam without the illy, thank you for watching. Fat Guy with a Webcam. FatGuyWithAWebcam.com here. And until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Peace. Later, dudes.